What's up, guys? I want to tell you guys a little quick story. When I first got started into doing flat fee, and I was going all in flat fee, that's in 2020. I remember having the thought, well, dude, I just got a deal for $1,000 a month, and that's with Jack and his one little tree. He's got the tree trimming truck, and it's a one-man band, right? And I remember thinking, dude, if I could just get a franchise, imagine if I just get a franchise, how much money I could make. And I thought that was the answer to my problems. So I'm gonna share with you in this video why I actually do not like working with franchises, and I probably will never do it again, okay? So what I did is this. I'm gonna share how I got the deal. So I ended up finding out this company I wanted to work with and a niche I wanted to work with, and I was like, dude, that's like my dream client. And I did my deal. I found the person I needed to talk to, and I have a whole strategy of how you can get in touch with any company, and it works really well. And I've done this multiple times, by the way, but this is the one I'm going to share. So I get in touch not only with the person that makes the decision for that company, but I went a couple levels above, because there's the company and then there's the parent company. And I mean, I went to the top because I was like, I'm doing this for real. And I talked to this person, and she basically told me, she's like, look, because I told her, I said, I have a specific one of your franchises I have in mind. And I said, I'm going to do a deal. I'm going to give them the screamer deal. I'm going to really over deliver. And I just want to get your blessing, right? And she's like, yeah, that's fine. I don't care. So then I was able to reach out to this specific location. I said, hey, I talked to so-and-so. They told me I could reach out to you or had their blessing. And here's the deal. And I was able to get that deal. And I did a good job. And from that deal, I signed up like 8 to 10 franchises. So I'm like, oh baby, I did it. I'm a genius. Here's the problem. Okay, number one, that's a long process. I look at the time I spent in cultivating that relationship, I probably could have nailed 5, 6 to 10 deals. Like, it took me months to get this thing done, okay? Because you got to meet with the right person, and then you got to bring in the lawyers, and then you got to look at the contract and this and that, and it's a pain. Not to mention a lot of these franchises, they really, really, really value the opinion of the people at the top, which is why I went to the top to get their blessing, okay? But the biggest reason why I don't like working with franchises, and I will never do it again, is the following. When you're working with a franchise, they all talk, right? All the owners talk. They go to conferences, they have Basecamp threads, they have Facebook groups, they all talk and they all share ideas, which is great, right? It's also one of the reasons you can get a lot of them to sign up. However, with local lead generation, with rank and rent, the problem is these business owners, they think that because you got 20 leads for Susie in, let's call it Little Rock, Arkansas, and they're sitting in Louisville, Kentucky, they think, well, I should be able to get 20 leads and I should get the same price. What they don't understand is that Louisville, or for those of you that are from Kentucky, Louisville, is a completely different market than Little Rock. They don't understand that the cost per click is different. They don't understand that the competition is different. They don't understand that there's other companies going and vying for those positions on Google. They don't get that. And all they say is, oh, well, you gave Susie $1,000 a month deal and you're charging me $1,500 and I'm only getting 15 leads. And so what I ended up finding out is this was just a headache to deal with, because I had to deal with this guy and he was talking to her and she was telling me that he was unhappy. And so then she was questioning her decision and all these different things, and managing expectations was really, really, really tough. Is it possible? Yes. Do I think that there's some people probably that have figured it out? Yes. Do I think that I could figure it out? Yes. But at the end of the day, I do not want to spend the time to do that. I want to get a deal, set low expectations that still make sense, put it on autopilot, get it automated, and go to the next one, and go to the next one, and go to the next one until I scale and scale and scale and scale. And that's how I want to roll. The other thing that I don't like, the last thing I'll point out, is that when you're in a franchise, you have a lot of your business tied up in that one franchise. And if you do one bad deal, or one of your areas tanks, or one of your sites gets blacklisted, or whatever it is, that's going to get around. And I'm telling you right now, one way to lose a lot of sleep at night is having too much of your business, too many eggs in one basket, too much of your business with one company or one franchise. So for those reasons, and probably a couple more that they're not coming to mind right now, I don't foresee myself ever targeting a franchise ever, ever, ever again. And Some of you guys might be listening to this going, oh, you're crazy. I'm going to go for it. Go try it. But for me, and these are the things I want, is I want something that is as passive as possible, as scalable as possible, as secure as possible, where I spend the least amount of time, yield the highest return, and I can rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And for those reasons, I will not be targeting franchises.